It's always fun to see what trends are going to be happening for the next season, and in this case, the next year, 2025. And so these are the trends that the fashion world is predicting to be huge in 2025. Some may surprise you, some you may not want to see, but this is an idea of what we have to look forward to, and let's get started. In 2024, we saw lots of basics. Basics were a very big trend. You had every single company known to man, whether they made basics or not, they came out with a white tee. Basics were huge. This year in 2025, we're going to still see basics, but they're going to be a little bit updated or a little bit elevated, a little bit more interesting. The tank top was huge in 2024, and it's still a very big trend for 2025. And of course, you will see your basic ribbed tank top, but you also are going to see some tank tops that are glittery or metallic or leather. Your basic tank top, but on steroids. I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about these kinds of tank tops. I don't know if I'll be into that, but maybe I will. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Let's talk about just a few jeans, and I'll probably do a whole separate video on jeans next year for spring, but some jeans that are going to be big for 2025. The barrel leg, it's not going anywhere. Anyone who thought it was a flash in the pan trend, it's not. It's still here. It's still going to go well into 2025. Will it last forever? Of course not. But it is still a big jean trend for 2025. You're also going to see a lot of white jeans and off-white jeans go into 2025, which makes sense because it's kind of a micro trend right now. But then as we get into spring, I can't even believe I'm talking about spring right now. It was 46 degrees this morning. Anyway, as we get into spring, it will be kind of a more traditional type trend. So I think we're going to see a lot of white jeans and off-white jeans styled in many different ways and on into 2025. Here's a big question that everybody wants to know is, are skinny jeans going to come back in 2025? And listen, I don't know the future, but I can predict it just based on what I see in the fashion world. The thing is, the skinny jean that we were wearing like 6 years ago that are really stretchy, that were almost a jegging, they're really tight. They were tight all the way down to our ankles. Those just, yeah, no, they still look kind of dated. Yes, you can play around with them and probably restyle them, as I think you can do with all your clothes. But as far as wearing them in the exact same ways we were wearing them for so many years, it's still a kind of a dated look. What is a big trend, and I think this will be a big trend for 2025, are the slim, straight jeans, which are kind of a cousin to the skinny jean, but it's a stiffer pair of jeans. They're not super stretchy like the ones we were wearing, and they may be fitted on your hips and your thighs, but then it has some room at the calf. So they're definitely a skinnier jean, but they're not skin tight. But what do I know? You never know. In the spring, it might be flooding our world, and everywhere you see skinny jeans and over the knee boots and floppy hats or something, and the 2014s are back. It is so much fun to watch, which is why I love doing these videos. But if I had to predict it, I still don't think those skinny jeans from 6, 8, 10 years ago are going to be back in 2025. And then of course, wide leg, straight leg, all that is definitely in 2025. That's like a big, major, huge trend that's definitely not going anywhere for a long time. Low rise, high rise, mid rise, any rise, but the wide and straight is definitely the more staple kind of style jean at the moment. Now in 2025, we are definitely going to see a lot more statement jewelry and just interesting ensembles, very unique to your own personal style. I did do a jewelry video. I will link down in the description box below. But if you do like high quality jewelry pieces, or you're looking for a really great gift for somebody who does, I'm very excited to share with you the sponsor of this video, which is Mejuri. You've definitely seen me wear a lot of Mejuri pieces. These are just kind of some of my everyday go-to pieces that I put on. These earrings I'm wearing right now they look like they would be heavy, but they're not. They are super lightweight. I have them in silver, and I've worn them so much that I actually got them in gold as well, because they're kind of a statement earring, but they're not heavy and like cumbersome. And I just think they're so cute, because sometimes I just want to wear like a big earring and nothing else. I do think something like this would be a really great Christmas gift for somebody who likes jewelry, because they're still classic enough looking, but they still make a statement, and they're very high quality. They're not heavy. They go really well with all the high neck sweaters. Now I have seen a lot of heart jewelry. Hearts have been a huge trend for a while, but this has been the one that I actually really, really like. It's just subtle enough. You could layer it with other things, or you could just wear it by itself. Mejuri has probably the best ring selection, I think, of anybody. I love their rings. All of their rings are very easy to wear by themselves, or you can stack them with each other. And I also get really funny about wearing really heavy rings on my fingers all day long because they start to bother me. But these I wear and then I just kind of forget that I have them on. If you do like high quality jewelry, 14 karat gold, sterling silver, all of Mejuri's pieces are sustainably sourced and they're all made of high quality materials. I really don't think you can go wrong with any of these pieces. I will link the ones that I'm showing you here down below in the description box. And great company to check out for Christmas gifts this year. And let's continue. Sheer has been a big trend for the last couple of years, but in 2025, I think it's going to be bigger than ever. Lots of clothing houses are really embracing sheer in just lots of different styles. And I'll be honest with you, I just got to tell you, I do think that, 90% of these sheer pieces and sheer items, they run the risk of just kind of looking cheap and tacky. That's how I feel. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that in this video. But there are 10% of them that look beautiful. There is one dress. It's the dress that is basically not sheer all the way down to your thigh, and then it's got a sheer skirt. I think these are so pretty. I probably stand alone on that. So there's some sheer that I actually really like. And usually when something becomes a really big trend, it does come out in more styles and it just gets better looking. And there's a lot more options to choose from. So maybe in 6 months, I'll be like, I love sheer. Sheer is so great. If you like sheer, get ready for it. And if you're like me, you only like some sheer, well, maybe there'll be some pieces of sheer that you actually really like in 2025. We are going to see a lot more maximalist fashion in 2025. In the last few years, we've saw a lot of minimalist fashion and just a lot of basic, no frills kinds of styles, which I personally kind of love. But it is fun to add something that's kind of a statement piece every once in a while. So I think that's really going to kick off in 2025. The engine is going to start for this more maximalist statement making pieces in the fashion world. Designers like Saint Laurent and Loewe, they are bringing back some more statement making maximalist styles in some of their shows. We're already seeing this in jewelry where a lot more statement pieces and bigger, more statement making jewelry pieces are kind of becoming the standouts in the jewelry world. So I think this is really going to continue through 2025. It'll be fun to see where this goes, and it'll really be fun to see where fashion goes with this being a trend. In 2025, we are going to see more of the boho look become a thing. And when was it that boho was so big? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on this. Comment below when it was so big. Was it the 2010s? You know what? Maybe it was the 90s. Maybe it was both. In any case, you're going to see a lot more boho styles. This will be a really fun one to look at when spring comes around. In fall 2024, we've seen a lot of these big hobo bags, which is definitely more of kind of like the boho style become really big, but we will definitely see more boho styles going into 2025. And suede has been a huge trend. Suede is definitely going to continue to be a huge trend in 2025, even in spring 2025. We saw a lot of this from Chloe in these beautiful feminine suede pieces for spring paired with very feminine skirts and very feminine boho ensembles. Suede will be so big in 2025 and even in spring 2025. You're going to see suede loafers, suede skirts, and so many styles in the suede and faux suede fabric. This is, of course, just a continuation of the big suede trend that's happening right now. And there's one suede item, the suede midi skirt, that I just think is so cute. Every time I see it on somebody, I'm like, oh my God, I love that look. Love it with boots. I think it's so cute. Sportswear and activewear has kind of been blurring its definition for quite some time. And in 2024, we saw a kind of a micro trend of the Adidas pants with a button down and some loafers or ballet flats or something. And in 2025, we're going to see more of these sportswear, athletic wear type styles, but they kind of look a little more fashiony. They don't look like you would just wear them to go work out or play rugby, because we're all playing rugby over here. It'd be something you wear with your pearls and then you wear as your outfit. I love the big rugby stripe that's been on trend for a while. I have one rugby stripe shirt. I had to reel myself back in from buying like a whole slew of them. It's like, I just need one. But I love that look. And so I kind of see myself kind of being into this. It's a fun casual trend. I can kind of see this being a really fun trend for us to play around with in 2025. You'll have to let me know what you think. Along with this sporty chic trend, I am expecting to see a lot more polo shirts in women's fashion in 2025. So we have seen a rise in the trend of polo shirts in 2024. And we're just going to see a lot more styles and cuts of polo shirts. Instead of it just being the boxy, kind of oversized, relaxed polo shirts, we might see some that maybe are a little bit more of a feminine, little bit body skimming of a cut. So I'm not personally into the body skimming fitted cuts, and I don't really even think that'll be the big trend. I think it'll still be more like the relaxed look. I do think we will see different variations of the polo shirt become really big for 2025. Shoulders are going to be trending for 2025. I know that sounds strange, and I don't mean cold shoulder tops. They're still not trending, not even for 2025. But the off shoulder, strapless, the one shoulder, the asymmetrical, all those styles will be really big for 2025. And of course, we're coming up on spring. We're not really coming up on spring, but the first major season in 2025, if we don't really count winter, is spring. And so, you will see a lot of strapless dresses and a lot of, one shoulder asymmetrical. Even right now in fall and winter 2024, 2025, we are seeing a lot of sweaters and knits that are off shoulder. So I think this will be a fun one for 2025. If you like those styles, I do love the off shoulder and the one shoulder. I think that can be a really fun way to show a little bit of skin, but you're not just like showing everything. So we'll have to see where that goes. These are two trends that have been huge for 2024 and I think even 2023. And they're just going to still be huge in 2025. It's just one of those really big trends that lasts many, many years. And one is the ladylike jacket or the tweed jacket, the Chanel inspired jacket. That's really been a big trend the last couple of years, and it's just going to continue into 2025. And then the other trend that is going to continue into 2025 are the cardigans. And I'm talking about like the more boxy cardigans and or the ones that are already buttoned. Well, kind of like the one I have on, but I guess this isn't really a cardigan. But that whole style is still very big, cropped or really long, either way. But that has just been a really big trend for 2024. It'll be into 2025. I'm sure you probably already have one of these, something like it, because it is so popular. But I don't see that going anywhere for 2025. So those were some major trends happening for 2025 that we can expect to see. You'll have to let me know what you think. I will, of course, do some more videos as we get more into 2025 and on specific categories. There's so much fun to watch. I just love to see what happens in the fashion world. And some trends I love and some trends I don't. So, don't ever feel obligated to wear something just because it's trending. Anyway, let me know what you think as always. Let me know what you like or don't like. Make sure to check out Mejuri, especially if you're still looking for gifts for those people who are a little bit hard to buy for. I feel like they have some really great pieces that would be really beautiful Christmas gifts. Anyway, I will link everything that I talk about or mention in the video in the description box below, and I will see you next time.